What's going on, Starshines? I'm Sylvia-Moonbeam, and as many of you know, I am a fairy type aficionado, a enthusiast, a lover, a trainer, and a while back I saw a video talking about making Pokemon gyms of types that aren't represented in those regions. And there are actually a good number of Kanto Pokemon that are fairy type, but there is no fairy type specialist. In fact, in Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, they actually had to import Mina from the Alola region just so they could have a fairy type specialist. So let's make a Kanto Fairy Gym. Sit back, relax, and roll intro. The first thing we need to figure out when making our fairy gym is figuring out where to put it in the Kanto region, because most of the major cities have gyms or are fairly small and so you can't fit in a gym. But it's fairly easy to figure out where to specifically put a fairy type gym in Kanto. Mount Moon. Now, and I'm not just saying this because I'm Sylvia-Moonbeam, but to be fair, it makes sense. Moonlight, Moonblast, Max Starfall, Twinkle Tackle, and G-Max Smite are all fairy type moves that associate fairy power with the moon and the stars. Now, Kanto natively has 3 fairy lines: Wigglytuff, Clefable, and Mr. Mime. Jigglypuff and Clefairy are both found on Mount Moon and evolve with the help of a moonstone. So to me, it makes sense the gym found next door to the Mount Moon Pokemon Center would be an ideal placement. That way you could make your way through the route, go to the Pokemon Center, take on the gym, and head into Mount Moon. At least from the initial idea. But because it's my gym and things are never so easy with fairies, let's make it a little bit more complex. There's a massive number of poison types in the Kanto region. In fact, poison is the most abundant type in the Kanto region, and a fairy gym would be at a massive disadvantage. So I think it'd be kind of cool if for this gym battle you essentially had to do it in 3 pieces, kind of like with Karina in X and Y, how you initially battle her after leaving Sycamore's lab, you fight her in the gym, and then you fight her to get the Mega Evolution Stone. But, of course, with my own Sylvia-Moonbeam twist. The first battle would introduce our gym leader, let's just call her Sylvia, as a new gym leader who's opening up her gym for the first time. However, it isn't set up yet, but she wants to battle you anyway to help kind of drum up business. After all, you are a traveling adventurer. And for this gym battle, she would use a Jigglypuff, a Clefairy, and an Eevee. The Jigglypuff and Clefairy, of course, makes sense. It's a preview for the Pokemon you're about to see in Mount Moon. And an Eevee makes sense if you know me, especially if you watch my intro. Without any badges yet, since her gym isn't officially open, she'll give you the pink bow item, inviting you to return after a while. While the pink bow is a normal type boosting item, it's also a preview, you could call it a Chekhov's gun, of what's to come. After you defeat your rival in the Silphco building, of course being a reference to both Sylvia, Sylveon, and Sylphs, which are wind spirits, your rival will mention a brand new gym opening up near Mount Moon and says he's going to go there to train a bit. After defeating Team Rocket in Silphco, you can then revisit Sylvia's Mount Moon gym, which is finally open. There'll be a quiz, kind of similar to the Blaine or Opal gym. However, again, since fairies can be pranksters, the only way you can proceed is by answering incorrectly. It'll be kind of a fun little game where if it'll be kind of basically a yes or no question, and if you answer correctly, you have to fight the trainer. But if you answer incorrectly, you can of course pass on without having to fight. I thought that'd be a fun little prankstery fairy trick. Sylvia's team has, of course, grown since you fought her last, featuring now a Wigglytuff and Clefable, and a Sylveon, of course in reference to myself, and the pink bow that she gave you when you first met her. After you defeat Sylvia in her gym, she gives you, surprise, surprise, the Crescent Moon badge and gifts you with the TM for Moonblast. Of course, no gym would be complete without a post-game rematch. If you visit the Mount Moon gym again, Sylvia remarks that you defeating her encouraged her to call in some help from friends from abroad. She, of course, still has her Clefable, Wigglytuff, and beloved Sylveon, of course, all leveled up, but now she has an Alolan Ninetales, Galarian Rapidash, and Galarian Weezing, other regional variants of Kanto Pokemon that all have the fairy typing, just to kind of mix it up a little bit. Defeating her again, she grants you the other half of the badge, which will transform the sprite of your Crescent Moon badge into the Full Moon badge. And she'll give you the Pixie Plate. After all, you have to boost your fairy powers somehow. That is the concept for the gym. I think it's actually a really cool idea. One, because it encourages you to revisit a gym, both during the story and post-game. Also, we've never seen a gym badge change before. Once you get a gym badge, it stays the way it is. But with Sylvia's Crescent Moon badge, if you go back and fight her again, you'll be able to upgrade it, so to speak, and into the Full Moon. It does nothing mechanically, but it just looks really cool. And it also has some fun flavor too. I don't know, what do you think? I kind of like the whole idea of meeting a gym leader before they've kind of grown, watching them grow, and then seeing them kind of come into their full power. But maybe that's just me. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And until next time, I'm Sylvia-Moonbeam, and see you next time, Starshines. Bye.